Hello fans of Marvel Heroes and friends of my channel, my name is Wilfred and I'm now at Test Center looking at all the heroes that we have got in this game, all the massive changes. So I'm going to play a little bit of Spider-Man here in the Cosmic Time Square, also walk through with you the power trait as well as the talent. A lot of you ask me to do a video on Spider-Man, I always love to, but Spider-Man right now in live server is actually quite nice, at a very nice spot. He has a very nice like a melee kind of option, the range kind of option, also movement build. So I thought the design of the of whatever we have in the live server is pretty good. Let's see what we have in the test center here. And for those who are interested to know how to build the Spider-Man right now in the live server, do check out the link at the description below. Back to my website, there's a whole lot of guides on the heroes and some team ups as well as a lot of guides on the new players. For the new players as well, I know a lot of you are pretty new to the game, so you probably want to have a lot of questions. Probably have a lot of questions on the crafting, on the leveling and so on, so I have all these things covered for you. Now Spider-Man is, there's some change to it. By and large I think he plays very much the same, at least from my perspective, which is can be good, can be bad, but I think it's rather good because I'm quite happy with what we have in the live server. We have something called the Webling instead of Spirit. I don't really see there's a lot of difference on that. We'll talk a little bit about that later. So in terms of his trait and talent, do check out my quick reference guide video. There's a link to download the quick reference guide physical copy. He's a fighting and strength archetype, so he's a fighter, fighting and strength. Right, so and then you have something called the web fluid, which is a webbing. Webbing is that it will regenerate without pausing. So it's very much like say the Silver Server or some of these heroes that can regenerate without pausing. Because a lot of heroes that use Spirit, what happened the moment you spend Spirit, it will stop generating for a couple of seconds. When you stop using it, then you regenerate, or there's some power or mech to regenerate. So for Spider-Man, just keep going. There are also some heroes like Gambit that would require to have a cycle of like depreciate all the resource you have, and then it will get rapidly regenerated. There are also heroes like Wolverine and so on. You must regenerate through a basic. So just some idea on some of this mechanism we have in this game today. He's a defense dodge hero, so it's always a good news. So that is all it is. Now in terms of the power tree perspective, crime fighter and web slinger, one is more for melee, the other one is more for ranged, but there are some trait that talents that you can augment some of this power as well. So Spider Brawl is a melee power. I think it's more like a basic. I don't see any resource requirement here, so this is well, it doesn't tag as one, so see what you may. Agile attack become the well, it is having 3 charges, so you can't just like leap around as you wish. So after 3 charges it's gone, you can't leap anymore. Poor Spider-Man. Anyhow, web sling kick is a power that that is rather popular because it kind of like hit enemy a couple of times. So it's something that I've been using in the live server as well. So this is something that I like to use. My favorite is Arachnite Assault because invulnerable while this power is active. So again, it's nice to have all this like avoid damage avoidance kind of mechanism. Same as the live server, really. Nothing much change on this one. Then you have the web ziggling that is just like like a movement thing. So I think you can. I think there must be some kind of charge to it. Yep, 3 charges. For those who like to add a few more movement to it, just want to move around, you can too. Infuriating humor, just like taunt. Probably don't really like taunt, but anyhow. So that's one power that's same as what the live server is. Spider Slam, one of my favorite power as well. That you can use it as one of the just leap it in, one of the leap power. You can keep leaping. Alright, so that is one thing. Then the leaping assault is another one that you can. Yeah, so you have the Spider Slam and the leaping assault as well. That would sort of like like a leap to it as well. So there's quite a lot of things that you can move around with actually. Then you have the web wrecking ball, right? So that is that's one there. Very much like what we have in the live server. Now on the web slinger point of view, there's web shot, which is basic range, just the same as live server. Web spray, which I think you have to use it even for melee build or movement build because of vulnerability. And then you have the rapid fire web is still there versus the web barrage also still there. So it is a matter of two. In the live server, I tend towards the web barrage, but I have to go through the numbers again to sort out what is what. But this one is buffed by the dodge, by the way. So there's some power that buffed by the dodge. So you probably have to and take a look at that. This one is buffed by the dodge as well. All right, so then you have the stick around, which is a range area power, but there's some combo there. I'll show you some of the traits. So I have it here as well, just to experiment. I'm not exactly sure if I'm into it or not, but Then you have the evasive web sling. Again, it's more of those like So it's a power that you can web swing anytime. I think there's a cooldown to it. Web them all is same as what we have in live server. Finally, it's amazing smash, which is signature, that one that grab everything onto you and smash in the middle. So now these are all the powers. I think more or less they are very much similar. So what is the interesting thing about the talent? Let's see. You have the web fist when you use Spider Brawl, which is the main spender here. Well, it's not really a spender. It doesn't spend anything, but it's just the single target there. It apply constrict, which is like a damage over time. So it just buff this power to be a damage over time one. And then you have the range power that you can buff the buff the range power as well. So this one, it's either melee power apply the damage over time or range power apply the damage over time, whether you want to buff the melee or range. Then the third one is that the movement power damage. So you can build him as a movement as well. And I guess that is rather interesting. You have melee, range, and movement, just like in the live server. So for this particular video, I do a melee for you guys. Then you have Web Yank, stick around, transform the Web Yank. Web Yank causes enemy to take 50% more damage from the Web Sling Kick. So if I use this one here, then this one become a Yang instead of the other one, and my Web Sling Kick will have more damage. So that could be one option. Another option is that stick around, gain the following effect and so on. So that is another option. Make it like remain as a it's still a range power anyhow. Then Jumping Spider is the movement side. So whenever you use Spider Slam or Evasive Weapling, reduce cooldown of Leaping Assault by 2 seconds. Alright, so you have the Leaping Assault, some of this one here, from an 8-second cooldown whenever you use the Spider Slam or whichever it is. So I think the movement is still kind of there. I can't really observe a lot of movement tag though. This one is not really a movement tag. I have to take a look at the I have to take a look at the tagging, because I remember in the live server they actually tag it quite nicely. They tag things to movement. Not quite sure what happened to it, but I have to take a look again. Maybe it's quite late at night right now after a long day of work. Can't quite recall whether the movement tag was there or was not there. Aranit Assault lasts twice as long, hit twice as many per activation. So this is to buff this guy, which is nice. Or if say you want to use Web Them All, you can do so too, but I'm not really a fan of that. I don't think my range build use that either. Then you have the Combined Strike, which is the Spider Slam, maximum charges increase, and so on and so forth. I think this is more for movement build, because when you do movement, a lot of time you use the Spider Slam, which is this one here, not a movement power. Alright, so that is probably the design philosophy over it. Then you have the Web Wrecking Ball, which is this one here. If you want to hold a wrecking ball, then you can use this power as a cooldown. I guess you don't have to use it like a main spender. I think this is rather interesting as well, though. I don't really like the Web Yang and the I may want to use this one, but anyhow, Web Sling max charges increase by 2. So that's if you move a lot, then probably this one will be useful. Agile attack and Web Ziggling gain the following effect. So cooldown reduction minus 1 second, 1 charge. So I think 1 charge extra. So I think, right, I mean, I actually used this one during the testing. It's rather nice because I'm able to like leap a bit more. Yeah, I can leap 4 times, and it's nice. 2 second kind of like a cooldown reduction become like 3 second cooldown, so it's bearable. Spider-Man should be like jumping all the time. Why is there a charge to it? Seriously. Anyhow, we well past that. Spider sense tingling. Infuriating humor, buff the dodge, and when you use the amazing smash, then you can increase dodge for a while. May not be a bad thing because the dodge actually increase the dodge rating. That will probably increase that will increase all your dodge powers. So I think this is rather an interesting thing. Or you can say that amazing smash actually knock enemy from you. I think there's more for range build, and amazing smash no longer deal damage over time or immobilize enemies. So I think, you know what, I mean, wow, this is amazing smash damage increase by 400%. Well, it's not multiplied, just add on to it. But I think I'll go along with that. Just play a little bit. I think a little bit long in the talking part. Just see some action. So this Spider-Man, by the way, all my gear is just like standard gear. It's grade 70 legendary. I think you guys have much better gear than me. So whatever kill time you see here, don't get panic and kind of thing. And just one of those things. I'm not really. I mean, I spend a lot of time just crafting things, and I don't really like. Wow, this hurts. Spider-Man, what happened? So a lot of time, I spend a lot of time just crafting, theory crafting and practicing, and see whether whatever I practice is actually what I've envisaged it to be. So that take a lot of time, of course. And let me just do a signature here, and the yang, and then do whatever. All right. It's all right actually. It's not that Okay, so I think I need to go for some reconfiguration. I probably don't really like this one here. Probably I'd like to do the sacrifice this one. I do this one instead, so make a little bit more power oriented. I think I just lack of some powers. Well, I mean, I know. I mean, I just feel it that way. All right. So that's it. And my team up just stuck behind there, huh? Come on, man. Deadpool, come and follow me. Huh. Am I having... Well, I know some of them is no longer useful to my build. But that is rather... Let me just like... wow. A bunch of them? What is going to happen? Well, nothing much really. Spider-Man doing what Spider-Man does. Oh, that is Wrecking Ball, huh? It's a rather long animation, isn't it? Wow, this is taking a while actually. What happened to you, Spider-Man? I have to compare with the rest of the kind of like footage as well, because I'm going to do a couple of videos, not just on Spider-Man, and it's a good comparison as well, because you never know what kind of thing they've changed in the test center in terms of the so-called tuning itself. So I mean, whatever you see here is just test center. Don't get alarmed, and tuning may not be done yet. So they always say that anyway. Don't know how true it is. Oh man, where is my Deadpool? Seriously, I mean, you guys see my Deadpool around somewhere? No? Suddenly here. Maybe I just miss him. Okay, let's just get it sorted first. Alright, so let me see. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so that is fine. Maybe just a matter of getting used to, I guess. Okay, come to Spider-Man. You know what? Maybe I want to go back to my range build. I don't know. I'm not quite sure I'm feeling this one at all. Alright, done. Okay, boss time. You know what I'm going to do, right? I'm going to do a signature. I mean, ultimate, if that's okay with you. Am I missing it? I think I missed quite a fair bit. Oh, rather unfortunate. that's it. Well, a little bit of jumping around. I think it's all right. It's very very much like what I have got in the live server. Just the only difference I have is probably one of these power that I don't really use and now become like a cooldown power. But I will need to go through the numbers again to see whether it is good to use or not. But I mean, I think all in all, what do I think about this whole thing? I'm a bit confused right now. I probably have to do some private study on the other two build. I'm a little bit concerned over a movement build though, because I remember there was a lot more movement tagged if I choose a movement build. I think I'm not entirely sure because I think in the live server today, if I choose a range build, some of this power transform into a range power. But I don't really see a lot of these things that are happening right now, so I'm not entirely sure how it's going to affect my range build. I mean, I remember even the leaping assault, instead of leaping into it, if I choose a range build, I will actually like pull the web inside. But I don't really recall the leaping assault being changed in that direction. I don't know. Maybe I just need to test a little bit more to see how it's like. I mean, let me know how you guys find Spider-Man, kind of thing. I'm just a little bit concerned about a couple of other builds that I have, which is the range build and the movement build. But the melee build wise, I mean, this is something new, but that's all. It's very much like what I have really. It does place like that, but the only unfortunate thing, of course, is the leap charges. I mean, I don't really feel like playing Spider-Man. I cannot leap anymore. Power not ready. How can it be, right? Seriously. Anyhow, see you next time. Goodbye.